All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. We are in April of 2002. We are right on the verge of the NBA playoffs. I don't know if we're going to do the NBA playoffs right now. I could find out how far in we get before I need to intervene. But I will say we do have 2 games at least left that we are going to be playing for the regular season. That will be, of course, the Seattle Sonics and the Utah Jazz game. Some of these teams, it'll be interesting because this might be the last time you see some of them. I would say with a losing record like this will probably be one of the last times you see the New Jersey Nets. This will be one of the last times you see the Vancouver Grizzlies. One of the last times you'll see the Clippers in, well, they'll still be in the playoffs, but the Clippers in LA. Who else am I going to be kind of moving around a little bit? This will definitely be the last time you see the Pelicans. So I'm moving some teams around. I've been working on sort of a rebranding of a lot of teams. And I still haven't quite gotten to the jerseys part yet. The jerseys really are the biggest pain in the ass. Let me go ahead and actually start the game up, and we can do that because it would just be nice to make sure we at least get through this. Let's see here. We'll wear the old school whites there. Let's see here. Ooh, kind of like those Sonics. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll make it like that.
Thanks so much for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's Thursday night
Pause
basketball. It's going to be the Seattle Supersonics going up against the Orlando Magic. And now
Sean Kemp versus Sharif Abdur-Rahim. God damn, look at the points per game. All right. Going to move on with this. This might be the last time you see this arena, too, because I think we're going to be upgrading to one of the newer arenas in the game. Well, no, we still got the playoffs. I will say, interesting, at least somewhat interesting, if not sad news, on the front of this particular mod. As I found out, this official mod of Ultimate Base Roster is technically no longer available. I haven't checked something like NLSC or Operation Sports specifically like that to see if they were taken down, but as far as as far as it being officially available, it is gone. I found out like a few days ago. That it was like, oh, people were like, oh man, what happened to this guy's what happened to his social media, what happened to his website and everything? Because I think a couple people were talking about trying to find it. And they're like, yeah, man, the links don't work. And then I noticed that the social media didn't work, and then his Patreon was pretty much gone. And I actually did, because he at one point did contact me not too long ago, because he found out I was one of the maybe one of the only people kind of consistently streaming and doing videos about his mod. So he did contact me once upon a time about it, and he did contact me basically just to say, hey man, just to let you know, the links don't work, so the links aren't going to be working. I'm kind of taking everything down, and I didn't really pry into why, because it's like it's not really my business. It's not really my business to really care at this point, but I don't know if he got paid that much money though for his mod. Who knows? But nonetheless, I was just like, yeah, whatever. So I changed all the links. I went to every single Went to every single previous video of this that I've done, all like 62 episodes before this, and changed the official links to just a message saying, "Hey, it's wiped off the internet." So there's no official way of doing it. He never said, there was never anything said about like not playing it, just that he isn't doing it anymore. Which, I mean, I don't think if there's not any legal reasoning behind it, then it shouldn't be an issue. Not to mention half the shit I'm gonna be end up moving some stuff around anyway. I mean, we're playing on a court that I made and a completely different scoreboard than what they normally have. I forget who made this scoreboard. That was another thing I found out, is that in the last couple of years, the main people, there's like this whole group of like Filipino modders. It's Filipino or Indonesian, I forget. I think it's Filipino modders who just make all sorts of shit for this. They make some off the wall stuff too. It's kind of interesting to really see a lot of the stuff that they make, because they'll do cyber faces and jerseys and stuff, but they'll make like completely off the wall like smaller arenas and stuff, and build all the walls around and everything. So still jaded. I mean, in life in general, yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy, actually. I'm going to be leaving work early tomorrow. This will probably be the last stream that I do on this computer, because I managed to jump in just in time. Oh, there we go. Managed to jump in just in time on a sale for a computer that I have to go physically pick up. But it was expensive, but it's not that bad. I'm not really getting gouged to the nth degree. But in order to pick it up, I have to get out of work early so that I can actually make it to Micro Center on time. Because the nearest Micro Center, there's like 2 Micro Centers around the area. I'd say around the area is a very loose way of saying it. The nearest one is in Kansas City, and the second nearest one is in essentially Minneapolis. So I managed to get a Micro Center pre-built, and I got to go pick that up. They had 3. I was going to wait until like the weekend, but they only hold it for 3 days, and I wasn't. It was Tuesday, and I was like, fuck, what can I do? I managed to be like, hey, do we need, I was like, most of my job outside of being in the office in particular is going to be done by like 1:30. So can I leave by like 2? They're like, yeah, fine. I was like, awesome. Ah, damn it. Hey, look at that. What'd you buy? It's one of the it's not the Cyber Power PC. It's fuck, I gotta see what it is. Expensive is what the fuck it is. Holy shit. This really is like my last big major purchase I'm gonna be making that isn't directly related to my home. I forget who makes it, but it's a G900. If I remember, if I look on my not my email, who's the manufacturer that makes it? PowerSpec G900. It's like $2,600 when you add in the tax and everything. But dude, I'm excited.
He's a finisher.
You sound just very tired and jaded every stream.
Jumps out at you. It's amazing.
But yeah, man, let's see. AMD Ryzen 9 5900X 3.7 gigahertz processor, RTX 3070, that was the big thing. 32 gig DDR4 RAM, 2 terabyte SSD, LAN Wi-Fi, Windows 10 Pro, whatever. The key is it's a very good processor. 32 gigs. I might pick up an extra 32 gigs. I don't know. Depends on how expensive it is. Ah, damn it.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
But yeah, it just happened to pop up when I was looking at it, and I was like really going back and forth, and I was like, God, if I don't make a decision quick on whether or not I'm actually going to buy this, someone else is gonna grab it. And sure enough, like 15 minutes after I reserved mine, they were all gone. Should be good for a couple of years. I mean, hey, what I'm rocking right now, I really, besides adding in a solid state drive and a couple extra hard drives, I haven't really changed my build here. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had a friend who just happened to be getting rid of like his computer that had a 1050 Ti on it, I wouldn't have even upgraded the graphics card. But I've been kind of rocking the same system for like 7 years, I think now. So nothing in my mind would make me believe that I couldn't rock this for another 7. And not to mention, this is probably going to be one of the biggest jumps, because I do play some relatively, outside of stream, of course, I do play some relatively graphic intensive stuff. Play like Hitman games and stuff like that, but for the most part, I mean, a lot of the games you see here that I'm even playing don't really require that insane of a computer, so that'll be nice. And I think the reason why it's also going to be the biggest jump is my emulator abilities are probably going to skyrocket now. Intel integrated graphics. It can mine better. Should I figure that out? Should I just keep my... Because, like, I'm not going to junk my current computer when I get my new one tomorrow, but I bet you I could figure out a way to take my... I bet you I could figure out a way to take my 1050 and start mining with it. I don't know if I need more computing power or whatnot, but, I mean, anything... Oh, fuck, that was the wrong button. Just venting the one. I mean, I'm sorry. I haven't really played Mortal Kombat since like 9, so I can't really relate too much. I do hear you, but I mean, I don't really have much to contribute to the conversation, considering it's been a couple games since I've played Mortal Kombat. It's like if I started venting about like a couple years ago when they really started nerfing some of my favorite characters in Heroes of the Storm. No one would really know. According to Ye Olde Internet, you make 57 cents a day with it. With a 1050 Ti. I mean, does it depend on what you're mining? 3070 would be a good way to monetize space heating. But I mean, 37 cents a day, or 57 cents a day is not much. But I mean, like I said, I guess it depends on what I'm mining.
Another shot, and Allen with the layup. You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just
there we go.
Not getting it done on the boards.
Oh.
Yeah, they've got to do a much
Alston.
better job of going harder
Back him up.
than that to the glass.
All right, Tinsley, let's see what you got. All right.
They get the rebound on the wing. Miller.
Now, Reggie, show him how it's done.
Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, this depends on what you're mining. You gave nice hash numbers. I might try to do... Ethereum seems to be kind of the hot thing for people to be mining at this point. I've got money in Bitcoin, but I had it in Ethereum for a while, and I really should have kept it in Ethereum. I pulled out right before Elon Musk dumped a shitload of money in, so I didn't really hardly make more than like $3 on it, because I was like, well, this ain't going anywhere. And then it did. I wouldn't have made a ton of money, but I would have made like $50 or so, because I had about 1/10 of an Ethereum. 3070 is 572 a day right now. Damn. I mean, if I didn't want to actually use it as an actual gaming machine, that would be pretty cool.
He had a pretty clean look at the hoop. That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points. Miller outside.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit that. Look at the big man Bitcoin. It's not like I have a ton of money into Bitcoin, but this game is not quite as old as you. This game is about 8 years old now. It was what, 2013? You're really close if I was playing college hoops. It can mine when you're not gaming. That's what I did before I switched to Intel graphics because all the games I thought I would like sucked. Understandable. I really man, I don't want to do that to my graphics card. The last thing I want to do if I'm going to be spending that much money on a computer, though. I mean, I understand it, like at some point the graphics card price is going to go down, but I feel like I don't want to destroy my graphics card right off the bat because it's not like I'm just going to be able to just get another one soon. My graphics card warranty is 10 years. See, I don't know if I mean that's pretty good. I imagine that if I'm getting a pre-built from Micro Center, though, it doesn't come with warranties because they would have to open up the box and all that stuff. I mean, I guess Micro Center does have their own specific warranties, but I'm not paying that.
Orlando leading by 7. Miller outside to the inside.
I mean, especially with having a house like that, 572 a day is not bad. That'd be $150 extra a month. If I ever get super lucky on another graphics card, I'll probably do that. But for right now, honestly, for a 1050 Ti, even if it's next to nothing, I wouldn't mind at least figuring out how to do it. Just like I need to figure that out, get like a rig set up for it. They need to have like a Fisher-Price My First Mining rig. Power specs warranty on yours is 1 year. Okay. So yeah, I really don't want to be working it too hard. I'm already going to be working it enough probably once I start figuring out emulation, because like I said, this will be the biggest jump, because the jump from my current setup to a new setup like that with like the memory and the graphics card and everything like that, that's going to be the emulation jump is my biggest thing about that. Okay, you're just daring him to shoot that. You backed up, so that was like what's his name? Not LeVar Ball, but Lonzo Ball. That was some Lonzo Ball shit where they're just like after he was proven that a lot of times he couldn't shoot the three, and then they just sort of backed away on him and just turned around to get ready for the rebound, and he just kept missing. That was some disrespect. That's Reggie fucking Miller of all people too. That really is some disrespect. They just pulled a Lonzo Ball on him and he made him pay. Didn't they? Speaking of the Magic, I think the Magic just pulled that on LaMelo and he made them pay too. Can't say I feel all that great about it considering it was the Magic. Playing anything else after this? Probably not, just because I wanted to get like a stream in. I wanted to play this, especially after the news from this week about this mod being pretty much dead. I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be like dead as in it's going to be dead for like 3 years and then come back like the first time, or if it's just going to be dead. Who knows? I think as this game gets older, it becomes less and less appealing to actually spend money on it or spend time and effort on it. So It might just be dead.
Here's Abdul-Rahim.
Oh, God.
Deflected by Williamson.
That wasn't even a foul?
Seattle will take possession. Sonics making a switch here. Hardaway's
Oh, who's Reggie Miller? Oh, he's one of the better players that he's a Hall of Fame worthy player from the 90s. He played for the Pacers. I don't think he played for anyone else besides the Pacers as far as I know.
Pass to Fox.
Made the finals in 2000 but lost to the Showtime Lakers.
And the shot falls short this time.
I think his most famous picture is the choke picture.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against him. All sorts of time. Hardaway, no good.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up.
Hey,
that
Okada.
chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to
Can
take
confirm he played for one team. Okay.
He dishes it to Kemp. The baseline
You never know because like
Wow, he was just wide open there.
Because, like, you think of, like, the Reggie Millers and the John Stocktons and the Kobe Bryants of the world who played for one team. And then you forget that there were some times, like, the Scottie Pippens of the world that had his time with the Blazers. Or the Karl Malones of the world who are so synonymous with the Jazz. And then you realize he played his last year with the Lakers. Or Gary Payton, who's so synonymous with the Sonics, and then he played his last year with the Lakers. I think he played the same year as Karl Malone. Showtime was the 80s. Well, no, they had the...
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish it.
didn't they have a name for the Kobe Shaq Lakers at that point? I thought that was the Showtime Lakers. Maybe I'm mixing stuff up. But yeah, the Kobe Shaq Lakers era was right around that time. Poor Reggie Miller couldn't catch a break. One of the best chances he had at finally winning a title now that Michael Jordan was gone, and they got fucking Kobe and Shaq killing it.
He'd probably be just as comfortable at the point guard position as he is at his own spot if they had to put him there.
Well, sometimes that need does arise, Steve, so they just plug him into that spot here and there.
Oh,
Certainly gives them some flexibility.
Ooh!
Explosive
There we go.
leaping ability.
Showtime. Okay.
And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Well, you hate to be the guy asked to guard him because he's just so dominant, so quick and explosive. Tough to stay in front of him.
Outside Williams.
The
kicks
what?
it
The
to
domestic?
Kemp.
No. There's the picture of the choking picture of Reggie Miller where he's on the court and he does the choking sign
Tough time scoring against him.
on the court. I think that I want to say that was sometime leading up to the finals that 2000 year, or it was during the finals that 2000 year. I remember that picture being pretty iconic for Reggie Miller of him doing the choke signal
Making a switch here.
and then it coming back to bite him in the ass. I mean, Kobe won a lot of titles, didn't he? He won like what, five titles?
And so Kemp nails both of them. Magic leading by 13.
I mean, yeah, I do understand like how many more titles he probably could have won.
Brown making the play. Hardaway's got 7 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open
His
on
wife
the
for.
perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Oh, it was during the okay. Wait, he choked and he was.
Well, they've really kind of struggled offensively.
That's against
here,
Spike
so
Lee
I
and his
think
wife
this
when he
time out
faced the
is
Knicks. It was in the mid
draw
'90s. Oh my
something and
God.
maybe get an easy two and
Is
get their
Jason
confidence
Williams in
back.
this? Absolutely. I don't know who he's playing for though.
Just what you need
Kobe won like
to get
4.
things back
Yeah.
on track. And coaches always have plays specifically
Kobe had.
coming out of timeouts.
Kobe probably could have had more, but he faced the same thing that like Tom Brady did at one point, where like the Lakers were considered unstoppable, and then there was just some ragtag group of players who just showed up and decided to win a championship that year. Like the Patriots had the Giants, who just bumbled their way through the entire playoffs and somehow won a Super Bowl. And then the Lakers had the Mavericks.
Sonics trail by 14.
And I was gonna say the Spurs was more the LeBron Miami Heat days.
The Supersonics shooting their
Reggie
5th
isn't
and 6th
even
free
the
throws
best
of the game.
Miller.
Got it's been an average
Oh.
year at the line for them. So
I thought you were gonna make a joke and say something about like Brad Miller.
The free throw drops for Stackhouse. And the Magic making a change here.
Let's see here.
Both free throws good from Stackhouse.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an
All
accident.
right, we're doing pretty good. We were doing really good the first quarter, and we sort of slowed down. I think they started getting themselves back a little bit.
Oh, and here comes
This isn't helping any. Oh my God! Did he manage to get that?
shot opportunity.
I don't know if he got a block from that. Did Mayberry just get a block out of that? For as good as that was, and the fact that we kind of fucked it up. Oh my God, I think he got a clean hand on it. Holy shit. Did that count? No, it didn't. Wait, was it Mayberry? Might have been like no, that was Mayberry. Yeah. He must have not technically blocked it, or I don't know what.
Awards for him, and that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
He kicks it to Brown. Brown right side.
Oh, damn it, that would have been perfect.
Contact on the way up and 2 shots
Used to
coming
be at
up.
Reggie in pickup games. She wanted to become an NBA reporter. Oh yeah, that's right.
Here's how Orlando ranks league-wide.
The
First in
NBA
assists,
wasn't around when she played.
First in field goal percentage. And they're number 2 in team three-point field goal percentage. They've got a lot of guys who love the three-point
Someone,
shot.
I actually, speaking of the WNBA,
Yeah, the one thing
someone, I heard this like conspiracy theory about Dwayne Wade's son,
this is a team that has been very
about how the whole thing is a long ploy
moving their
to get him into the WNBA
offense, and as a result, they're
and have him become like one of the world's best WNBA players.
good job there recognizing the
No, it's
mismatch
kind of
and
what's your
then just
April
going
Fool's
straight up
joke.
with the shot. He's got a major
Existing.
height advantage.
The Sonics have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And that one
Damn it.
misses. Magic leading
I was
by
taking a
8.
drink.
124 left in the second quarter.
Damn it.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Miami. What a run they've had this year in first place and charging.
Yeah, I forgot. We're on like an 11-game win streak right now.
Guys have been outstanding.
So we're doing pretty damn good right now.
Orlando. Just a couple spots.
Oh shit. Oh, there's a whole button for it. I forgot.
Taking care of business all season long and very much looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I forget that this isn't college hoops. There's just a pick and roll button.
But really, it's all about positioning and preparing themselves for the postseason.
From deep,
Getting drafted to the
James
Celtics. Nice.
the bucket good.
But yeah, I'm excited for the emulation on my new machine because I'll be able to have like, I think I technically already have Vulkan capabilities because it's a Windows 10 thing, but
Striking distance now.
Right back at you.
I'll actually be able to utilize it and probably run some games.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
I should have a setup that'll run games pretty easily.
Feeds it to Williams.
That's been my thing, is like the PS2 emulation's been pretty okay, but I've really been dying to get the PS3 emulation working
It's good on the putback.
and maybe even switch stuff.
Points here in this quarter.
I think they
So I'm gonna be excited to try to actually make that work because I got
need these easy baskets.
I've kind of burnt a lot of my PS3 games. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I didn't burn them like, you know, physically burn them, but like
But it's off target. And so we conclude the first half.
just make digital copies of the games I already own to test them out.
Quarter, but right now it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thought it was going to be a Senran Kagura game.
Another
No, it's
NBA
weird.
season is about to wrap up.
What
but there's
was?
still an awful lot to talk about.
6'10"
Some
shooting.
good
Hang.
basketball for the Magic. They've dialed in from long range, an incredible shooting performance from outside. Penny Hardaway certainly contributing with his play. He's got 7 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. And this
Oh, the
dedicated
April
Sonics
Fool's
team
joke.
is weathering the storm. They've done a great job
There's
closing out their
no joke about
defense.
playing anime titty
Great
games.
rebounding.
That would have been probably a good April Fool's joke. Just claim that I'm about to play like NBA 2K,
It's a close game for the Hornets going up against Cleveland.
and then I just play. I bet you have something.
And another one also in progress.
I think I have a couple different games. Just play like Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
Against Washington. A 2-point game is the third quarter now being played. And now a look at the other NBA action. The
Could have played
Milwaukee
Peach
Bucks
Ball,
currently trailing the Heat out in Miami.
Moero
All
Crystal
lot of ground to
H.
make up for them, and not a lot of
I'm just
games
looking
left.
through the
We'll be
Japanese
heading back
games that
into
I
the
have.
rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
You piss off the TEW marks.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested...
I wonder how much faster TEW will run. I'm wondering if there's maybe a limit to it because of how old the code is for it. But I wonder if I put it on a solid state drive and it has like a pretty good processor and everything behind it. I wonder if TEW will sim stuff a little bit faster. Probably not.
Magic leading by 6.
There's oh my god almighty. Can I not? There's probably a very, very small ceiling already on games like that.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be.
Oh my god.
And then failing.
Can you not hold on to the ball? That was such a simple pass.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Oh, say I piss off the TEW marks and you're bringing Hawkeye Pro back.
About 78%.
And he knocks down the first one.
Bro, that was such a janky. By the end of it, with all the stuff I'd been like messing around with, I mean, I cleaned up a lot of the messes, but it was such a janky database by the time I was done.
Orlando's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight using the three-pointer.
Speaking of, I'm finally getting around to.
Hardaway kicks to Alston.
It's been a little bit, but I'm finally getting around to making my own picture pack.
Is off.
Much like I did for Hawkeye Pro, I'm making my own like portrait pack for the people who I employ
Two-game road trip.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in LA really hoping for a win.
for Vertigo and Idol Fight.
The Supersonics will retain possession here.
So that way they have their own custom thing.
The league's best rebounders
And hopefully have updated
since the
looks.
All-Star break. You look at Stackhouse,
Some of them generally do have needed updated looks.
Do it all, guys. You know, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still an important skill to have.
Yeah, I agree.
Pfizer.
As much as you can do to help your team,
What are you
to
doing,
increase your
bro?
value and your
Oh my god! How the fuck did he let that by him?
ability to squeeze the orange.
Holy shit. Okay, dude.
passes it to Pat.
The next time we get the ball, we're taking a timeout and we're just taking a breather. We need a breather.
There's the dish to Stackhouse. Rocket 6.
God damn it.
Clock falls in. Stackhouse has got 6.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every
You know the
time
titty
down.
games would have been a nice
And now
ass
the first
game.
timeout called
That would be
by
nice.
Magic.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on.
To
out
be
there.
fair,
That's
at
why he
least
wants
a
to
lot
talk
of the
things over
anime
during his
titty
timeout.
games are also anime ass
They
games.
just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
And here's Alston. Abdur Rahim, guarded by Fox to end the run. Foul
Oh,
on
my
that
God.
time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about
There we
there.
go.
For Orlando, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Yeah, I want to see how well the I haven't ever even tried out the Switch emulator yet.
League's big men.
I'm interested to see what that feels like.
10 games on the Magic schedule. This is how they stack up right here. First in field goal percentage.
Maybe
Fourth
this
in
show is the
three-point
best
field goal
ass
percentage.
game.
And they also show up in the top 5 and not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions.
Like
and
the way
they really
you
concentrate on
stand.
taking care of the rock.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team.
I'm kind of disappointed it took till 2021 for them to finally put a goddamn park creator in there.
Create good shots, and when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
I want to know if I haven't checked it out, but I really want to know if like their rebranding deal, their team rebrand, is like Madden tier, where it's just kind of shit. Like, it's amazing how, for all of its faults, NBA 2K really is one of the best when it comes to like creating that stuff.
Can they keep the pedal to the metal?
Like, they don't really give a shit.
Releases. And he was fouled on the way.
Can I get more than one bucket in front of me?
When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. For Orlando, they
This
have
game
made
does
8
not
of their
poop the
12 free
bed.
throws.
I never put in much faith in something until it actually comes out.
That's been one of the strongest
Japanese baseball game is
aspects of this
superior.
team this season.
It really is.
There have been very
I'm
few
so excited. I'm so excited they're bringing in fucking Pro Yaku Spirits to the Switch. I'm so glad, because that's just one less holdout now. Because there's not a lot of holdouts left for me to have a console for, like an actual. That's why I bought an Xbox Series S. It's because it's like there's not a lot of games I'm going to be playing on it,
Stackhouse has got 8.
and there isn't.
Don't fix it. They
I still don't. I'm really glad I only paid like the $300 for the Series S, because it's pretty much just for hockey.
Get the ball inside and get these easy
Pro
shots.
Yaku Spirits is going to be on Switch. They're moving it. Well, they're probably not moving it from PlayStation, but they're doing a version on Switch. Maximum Football finally got onto PC, so I don't need a console for that game anymore. Not to mention I don't really play it much at all anyway. So,
Contact on the shot. And upcoming the schedule for the
like I said, I bought a Series S because I don't need an extravagant console.
Game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
I kept sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh, but you know the graphics, and I'm like, well, you know what? I do play a 14-year-old college basketball game,
That free throw
an
machine.
8-year-old
So
NBA
expecting a
game.
change here.
Graphics aren't like the greatest thing for me, as long as it works.
So neither attempt will fall that time.
How did he miss that?
And that-
He had it in his hands.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Some nice ball movement by the
Oh, God, how did he make that?
They just couldn't react in time.
So, yeah, the only reason I even have one of the new next-gen consoles at this point is because I was able to get a Series S. It was only $300, and I can still play hockey,
for him.
which might not even be much of an issue if I can get, like, my PS3 emulator stuff working. Because then I could maybe hop onto, like, NHL 2K10 if I really wanted to.
For the lead,
There you go.
gets it to go. And now a 3-point Magic lead.
Yeah, something that
Most
makes
newer
it
games
hard to
being
defend
terrible.
is
You didn't see
its
anything
ability
in
to
the
receive
next
a
new
pass
gen
and get
consoles
off
you were
an
interested in.
accurate
To be
shot.
fair, I was kind of the same way, honestly.
Motion, so you better be
Um,
aware of where he
I didn't even buy. I think this might be the first year.
Guys in the league.
Trying to think. Did I buy 2K? I think I bought 2K20.
Williams attacking.
I think I've bought an NBA 2K game every year since 2K10. Now, in recent years, it's really been on a downslope. Like, I think I bought 2K19.
Grant.
and no question, he
I only bought 2K19 because they had that sale on the Switch where it was like $3. I'm like, fuck it. It's the new NBA 2K game for $3. Why not?
right over into the
Even if it's not the greatest of frame rates, I'll probably get at least $3 worth of fun out of it.
Sonics making
Even playing, my league or something like that. Is the new NHL games really worth it? I mean, you do have a good point, and I'm at a point where I only buy the NHL games at this point on Black Friday,
2 from the line.
because I'm not spending a full $60. I'll spend $30, but I'm not spending a full $60.
Downtown since
I do like some of the new stuff they did in Be a Pro. They did finally add some like RPG elements to Be a Pro, which seem kind of neat. But I mean, it doesn't affect you too much. But I don't mind it. I do have if I wanted it on my PS3. I can't remember if I have it on my. I should have it on my 360. But I mean, I do have 2K10 for both of those. But yeah, getting it to work on an emulator would be nice because then I can centralize most everything. Hey, I could probably run that that NHL 2K mod that the one guy's been working on forever. I think it was on NHL 2K11. I forget what the name of it is. But yeah, I think if you look up NHL 2K11 mod or 2K hockey or something like that, he's done like a full conversion mod for 2K11. And I can't for the life of me remember what that was like because it's been a little bit. The guy finally released it, but yeah.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
I could try out college football revamped. That'll be neat. I've seen a lot about it, and I just haven't really spent the time on it. But it's probably way easier to get it working on, say, PS3 emulator.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting.
That was something that I thought about when I was sitting here thinking about sports games, how realistically, like, even for, like, NBA or for, like, EA, 2K, no matter what, like, a lot of their best games really did happen in, like, the mid to late 2000s. Some of them in the early 2010s, very early 2010s, but that's about it. It is kind of weird how there's so many sports games and like the best version that people love of the game that consider the best is always a mid to late 2000s game. The NBA, my career. I mean, yeah, I really do skip a lot of that shit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
I want to say it was like 2K19 or something like that, where maybe 18 or 20, something like that, where you spend some time in China. Was it 20? I can't remember. But I remember doing the China deal, and like I didn't really spend too much time looking through like the cutscenes and all that. I was like, fuck it, I don't want to. It'd really be best if they actually they finally started doing like draft combine stuff, which is really what I wanted. But I feel like it should be so easy to do and slightly immersive without having these weird ass stories, like a fairly immersive career mode. Jesus, he flew. Your most hated games, give me 3. Oh, what would be my most hated games?
Put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Hey, and 1. Let's go.
Boy, just battled through that
AI, yeah.
somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like.
No, you know what? AI I can handle. Frequency vibrations will always be the worst one. Freak will probably always be the worst my career nickname. We called him Frequency Vibrations because he was always freaking and vibing.
Coming up next Monday night, April 8th, the Washington Wizards.
I hope I get some of the graphical stuff here working better.
Big Ten hoops coming your way.
I like Chris Webber and Steve Nash being the same height.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Shea. Shea's not great either. I can deal with Shea. When they told you why you were called Freak, that probably was the worst.
And on the floor
I will always consider that. Wasn't that the same one where you had the fucking, where you had the really like cringe lord best friend that ended up getting killed? Was that the same? I think that was the same game where like your best friend was obsessed with fame, and yeah, he was just there with you, and then he died.
Sonics trail by 7.
Yeah,
Fox
and that's still not the worst fucking.
down.
That's still not the worst one. I think the China one, the AI one, might be the worst. Or it was like, oh, you're in the G League, you're in the actual farm league, and it's like, God, you make it sound like, you know, there are probably dudes who spend so much time in the G League or playing internationally or anything, and you just make it sound like the worst fucking thing ever.
Inside the Kemp and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Strong move there to go in.
I mean, I don't know how they live, but they really made it seem like playing basketball in China was like a fate worse than death. There's a gun. No, I think
No good on that.
I want to say it was like a car accident of some type. Either he was in an accident or got ran over. I can't remember. I don't remember how it went.
Good on the second free throw.
This might be the last time I actually play 2K14 on Steam, too.
Magic leading by 6.
I'm amazed that they still register it. I mean, it is a game that's on Steam. You just can't buy it, really.
3-pointer. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this will probably be the last time I clock in any minutes on Steam. Because I think when I might just take my my physical copies and just, you know, because once I have a physical copy and I have the CD, no CD patch on, like I can just make extra copies of it. So I'll probably have at least 2 or 3 copies of this game, depending on what I'm doing. Okay.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Sims for a chick that looks like Michael Jackson. Was that the one where you're in the G League in Indiana and they have the world's worst like state fair? Was that a state fair or a county fair? Because honestly, like it had to have been like a county fair because it looked terrible. Because like the state fairs in the Midwest are actually baller. There's fucking thousands of people. They make Midwest state fairs look terrible. But like the Iowa State Fair has like literally tens of thousands of people. It's insanity.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for Orlando. Miller comes in for Hardaway.
Okay, maybe not baller, but like I mean they get like fairly big name bands to show up.
On the shot clock. Takes the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
They had some pretty big like old 80s and 90s bands. They do some current bands.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Fox kicks to Kemp. Shoots from 8. Rejected by Alston.
There isn't a ton to do more than just walk around and eat a shitload of food, but I mean, there's a shitload of food.
Everything's falling now, and this lead is
Oh yeah, then they'll have the buildings where they have booths set up where people try to sell you everything under the sun.
And that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Being a homeowner will be kind of nice with that because there's probably stuff I could actually be interested in.
Blocked by Alston. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
Like I said, yeah, being in the G League was considered like a fate worse than death. And they made it seem like you just didn't get any. Which, by the way, I mean, at least here in Iowa, they share the same locker room. Like, it's one building.
Dishes to Kemp.
So, like, I'm imagining the Iowa Wolves get a pretty decent locker room because they share the same kind of locker room as, like, the hockey team and the football team and everything. And it's like a well-built, it's a well-built locker room.
Focus on his finishes.
But I guess it's not as glamorous
Miller
as...
outside.
That would be kind of interesting because that used to be a thing in like the old NBA 2Ks. Like 10 and 11, where like depending on how well you did, you might not end up in the NBA. You might have to start like a good season or so in the D League at the time. Yeah, that was, oh god, that's another thing. The nerdy white dude. No. Yeah. Because I actually remember saying no. I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna go play with fireworks. Why the fuck would I? And then like, it's like, nah. It's like, why did you give me a choice? Why did you give me a choice then? If I say no to fireworks and then you play a cutscene where I decide to go do it anyway, like, what was the fucking point? Just the complete lack of like actual choices you had. All right, get the bench guys going. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna change out the oil here. Let's just go ahead and call timeout.
Those shots have not dropped for him. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to
Estimates,
call the
try to
timeout.
make car payments, use what all 7 years. Fuck Wells Fargo. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Wells Fargo. They're pretty big here, but I just use other stuff. Yeah. Please don't come here and say nerdy white dude. That was Haley Joel Osment. Because for some reason, that's what NBA 2K games needed, was a Haley Joel Osment cameo. Well, he was playing a different character, but it was a digital representation of Haley Joel Osment.
Magic leading by 16.
And then, of course, the Lakers G League coach being a digital representation of fucking Michael Rappaport.
And the first one drops.
I will say I probably do want to get the next 2K because I've seen some stuff that they've done to my league. Oh my god, what the fuck did you just post? But the stuff that I've seen they've done to my league, I'm kind of like happy about, but obviously it's not in the PC version, so I don't need to buy the game. I don't care enough to buy the game. And so I'll probably just have to wait till next year when the PC version is the same as the next gen version, because I don't feel like spending $70 on the next gen version right now. I can wait 6 months. I'm not that needy to get that.
Here's Bender. Another miss by Orlando.
Kwame. The cookie bucket? Oh Lord. Okay. What is this? Cookie jar? Yeah. It's, you know.
Upside Kemp.
Want to do a my career so we can all cringe? No thanks.
One's good.
I don't feel like
Kemp's got
doing that.
19 points. The Magic have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Let's do a nice open mid-range jumper.
Timeout.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity.
I don't have enough time to do that at this point. I still have this, finish this game and then play my second game and end the season.
Was saying to the team, he challenged this group to really go for it, saying, "Now's the time."
I don't have enough time. I need to get some actual sleep because I got like 6 hours of driving ahead of me tomorrow.
We'll see if he got him
I got a shitload of driving.
Fox kicks to Kemp. Shoots from 12.
Just to pick up a damn computer.
Solid defense from Brown.
I'll probably pick up a few other things too.
Disappeared on him this
I'm
quarter.
gonna probably pick up. I need to pick up an 8 gig Raspberry Pi, so I'm probably gonna do that because I need it for one of the builds I'm making. And the build I'm also making will probably require an M2 drive because that's one of the things I want to build with it. So I got to get an M2 drive. But I mean, grand total for those two things is only like combined $130 maybe.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not? Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the opening
Ah, damn it!
the ball to the rim.
Gets it to go. Kemp's got 23 points.
Why can't it ever be a girl or something cool? It's cool to me, man.
By 13.
Fucking
156 left to play
supercomputers
here in
being
the
built.
fourth. 156 left to play in the final quarter.
My kid never be for a girl. You know what? I had a friend who did that. I think I've told the story about how he fucking lost most of his friends because he was borrowing money from everybody because the first girl to ever fucking give him head lived an hour and a half away in the middle of nowhere, and he wanted to get head like 5 times a week. So he just did 3-hour round trips like several times a week, and he didn't have the money for it. So he had to borrow money from everyone, including me. He never did pay me back.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
Yeah. And the thing was, God, okay, she was a nice person. I only met her a few times because I kind of mentally checked out of like being around him at that point. But I'd met her a few times. She's very nice, but I mean, I don't know if there's a good way of saying this. She needed to be very nice. You couldn't look like her and have a bitchy personality too. You just weren't gonna get anybody. She was now I'm not exactly a fucking Casanova myself, but she was a 2, maybe a 1. Just she's so nice, but it's not like she's ever gonna watch my stream. But it was really like, oh boy, what? Oh well, we're still up by 9. That'll be good enough.
Sonics making a switch here. Shot and game clock separated by 5. From deep, James. No good.
I didn't talk to her that often because I didn't know.
Turnovers, Clark and Steve have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast.
All right, I'm gonna try to pad Kwame's stats here. Oh my God, I could do it. She looked like Shayna Baszler. No, Shayna Baszler's a babe compared to her.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on him.
Hardaway kicks to James. From the
Oh shit!
rejected by Tinsley. And he gets it back. But they get it back.
That's how to bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession.
And so it's Orlando taking
You
this one
painted the
by a
picture.
margin. And
It
this
just
one
filled
was
in the
such a
blanks.
lopsided victory.
They never let up.
No, they actually got married, and then he realized what mistake he made after he got married and had a kid with her.
Thanks for joining us.
So he really got caught up in some fucking debt. Nasty dyed hair. She didn't have dyed hair. She just. Have you ever? You've probably seen enough movies. Maybe like maybe not. Oh, what is it, like road trip type movies, like teenagers or young adults kind of going out, crossing the country or going through somewhere, and there's always that scene. There's always that scene where they're just like stuck in the middle of nowhere in fucking Banjo Land. Like their car dies and all of a sudden some dude shows up in a beat up pickup truck and he has a wife that just looks like Jabba the Hutt. That's you're not far off from that. You would not be far off from that. And he drove 3 hours round trip several days a week for that. It was really something. Oh, damn. We're up to like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 game win streak. Jesus Christ. 15 game win streak. Holy shit. 16 game win streak. Good Lord. And we're still not first in our division. We're finally catching up. What did I say? 16? Yeah, because I think it was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have a 16 game win streak going into this. Poor guy. He's the dumb son of a bitch who put a ring on her finger. You know why? And this is it's one of those things I sometimes talk about is like he didn't have that like guidance of maybe I should use the black ones. They rarely ever use these. Might as well. It's just
Hello,
head.
everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports.
I mean, she did end up putting out too, so it was like
it's the Utah Jazz going up against
he absolutely got laid,
2K Sports'
but
presentation of the NBA.
it's like the old saying of like the odds are good, but the goods are odd. The goods were very odd. Uh-oh. I don't see a logo. That's not good. Is this already not a... Uh-oh. Well, that's all right. I know. Hey, you know what?
Oh, he's as smart as they come defensively. No matter who he's guarding, he knows what their strengths
Getting
are.
laid can destroy the strongest of men's if they don't don't have the constitution to deal with it. If they don't know how to deal with it, then they just fucking worship it. Was he a crackhead? No. He's just a very naive dude. Very naive. Because he had a job working at a grocery store. Like, that was his first job, and he did it all the way through adulthood to the point to where he was, like, the assistant general manager of, like, the store. Making decent money. But it's also, like, a Christian store. So it was literally a grocery store that doesn't... They don't open on Sundays. They're closed on Sundays. They have a very strict like facial hair policy, and like there's a strict policy. So there's certain types of people that of course they hire, and you don't really learn life lessons, or at least the right life lessons from very like I was gonna say like uptight. It's almost like that. There are some life lessons you can learn from them, but there are other life lessons like love that it's probably not a good idea to listen to those types of people. So he never really got to learn that type of lesson before he ended up popping out a kid and getting married and then divorcing and then finding another girl, and I think he had a kid with her as well and getting married again at like 31 years old. So, yeah. Like I said, you don't learn the right life lessons. Meanwhile, I worked fast food, and I worked with some pieces of shit. But they're the sort of pieces of shit that will take a young man under their wing and teach them the things they don't understand and help you from making the same poor decisions that they did. I think that's the other thing, too. Well, I think that's another good thing about working at the post office is while it is a lot of people who do make some money, there's a lot of people who just make some shitty decisions with their lives. So you tend to learn those life lessons as well. Ah, damn it. All right. This fucking Kobe Bryant Jazz team is a pain in my ass. Ah, I thought he was going to hit it anyway. Damn it. Shitty life decisions. What are you driving these days? I mean, nothing great. It's like 2013 Chrysler 200, something like that. If I could go back a few years and re-pick the car I was going to buy that day, I would have picked something different with like lower mileage. I just really didn't want to drive the same car I had been driving for like 8 years, even though it had like 40,000 less miles for pretty much the same price. I'd also not take a lot of the add-ons that they kind of suckered me into. It is a nice car. That's the thing. I don't mind it. I don't hate the car.
He said, "We know if the game slows down and points are tough to come by, we'll be at the advantage. That's the kind of game."
Oh, that was an A+.
We feel we're better suited for it. We'll see if things shape up that way, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris, and as Doris provided the details, guys.
Biofuel car that runs on crack and corn. What do you think E85 is? 85% corn, 15% crack cocaine, with a pinch of meth and opioids. Actually, I don't think opioids are much of a thing here. I think that's a little bit farther south. I think meth is a thing here, though.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, pretty average numbers for him from the foul line, shooting about 75%.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Biofuels.
No good on that one.
Biofuel cars in Iowa run off corn. I feel like that was such a word salad. I'm not understanding exactly what part of the South, like deep South, is meth and weed.
So he comes
Maybe
up
like
with
Appalachian area, maybe the Great Lakes or Ohio Valley area, I think, is a lot of the opioid problems. It might even just be the next state over in fucking Missouri. Missouri's a pretty big state.
steal.
And I've been in like central Missouri, where the water quality is hot garbage, and the nearest like anything is like half an hour away.
Dishes to Brown.
It really just does look like fucking Methville.
Cannot hit. Good D by Miller.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Pippen kicks to Van Exel.
Yeah, we were trying to visit a friend, and he lived in a tiny fucking town out in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, dude,
There's the
I can
dish to
hear the
Pippen.
fucking banjos playing as I'm going through the... I'm like looking around at like this 2-lane like road that I'm on through part of the woods,
It's Miller on the
and it's
way.
just like, this really is the first scene to a horror movie.
Miller's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest
Appalachians,
value lies in
moonshine,
his
and meth all the
tremendous
way. I mean, I could always be wrong.
gives them the ability to
I was say, I think it's Ohio. The Ohio Valley area, I think, is the
extremely
one.
hard to cool off. I mean, he picks up right where he left off after every
Or
break in the
Discord.
action, it seems.
I mean, I don't really have an Xbox One. I have a Series S, but I don't really get on it. I have a Discord, but it's really like a personal Discord.
Van Exel with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Kobe.
Ah,
Goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I don't like. I don't really make it seem like I
Well, that's four
you know,
straight buckets
just
now.
fluff people off, like just kind of wave them off. But
And in general, this
I
is
also don't want to give like the false presentation that it's like,
Been one of the
oh yeah, I'll just be around all the time, and you can,
I mean, there have been
you know, I don't want to make it seem like, no, don't ever ask me anything, don't ever do anything.
Magic now. Trailing
But also, it's like I'm very busy, and I'm very bad at getting back to my own family members.
Here's Abdul.
I just had that with like Easter plans. It's like I got a message 2 days ago about Easter, and I forgot to get back to my own fucking stepmom about it.
Back to Kobe.
I'm horrible at getting back to my own family. My friends are even worse sometimes.
Back to Van Exel. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. That one a little long.
what was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got
See,
away with
I don't know. See, I always thought about that. It was like, oh, maybe I could make my own Discord. Then again, that shit's gonna cost money soon.
any time and taking the shot.
It's gonna cost money to have a Discord here relatively
Van
soon.
Exel's got his third
Maybe.
basket of the night.
Once
They
Microsoft
need a
buys
good
it.
offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of
They're gonna have to make money on it.
They gotta find something, you're right.
Ah, how?
The Jazz gain possession. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. Third is Kobe Bryant.
It's also too much work, I feel, to actually have a Discord, because then you're gonna have to moderate it, and you know there could be some bad apples coming in there, and you just don't. I just don't feel like dealing with that.
Calls go against him. as a
I don't have a
coach,
big
you can
enough
accept it
community
because
to
when
really
calls go their
want to
way,
bother with
you have
that, honestly.
cash money at the stripe, ATM time. So
I put it the same way as like the people that I've seen before that have like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and then also have a Patreon set up. I'm like, you need and it's like I've seen people like that where they'll have like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers and be like, subscribe to my Patreon and you'll get videos sooner. It's like, I'm just looking to get videos pumped out. I'm not even looking at trying to get it a day sooner or something like that. That's not even a. Hey, there we go. We'll just sell everyone's info. Yeah, that's another big thing too.
Tinsley covering.
Oh. Is that Del Curry? Is Del Curry still? Or what Curry is that? I don't think Del Curry's still in this, is he? No, Michael Curry. That's what I was. Was he here? No, he wasn't here the last time. Did I have him at one point? And I don't remember. Oh no, this must have been. Oh, that must have been, yeah, because 13-14 probably would have been. Wow, this guy really is a journeyman, isn't he? Look at this. Detroit, Miami, Boston, New York, Milwaukee, Portland, Vancouver, Houston, Utah. This dude's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 different teams since I started this.
The three. No luck.
Even
There we
against
go.
solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
That's not what I wanted. God damn it.
The Magic need to get a
Just give it to Hoiberg. There you go.
and the Magic lead
I hit the wrong button. I think it's B.
Continuing to trade blows.
They keep changing the pick and roll button. I'm used to it being like left bumper because it was that in one of the other games. I think it was B in this game. I forget already. I don't do enough pick and rolls.
for three. Offensive rebound.
Damn it.
Stolen by
Hey, there we go.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Let me check. Nope. Is it left, right? Oh my god, what? What? No, not run NBA 2K Smart Play.
Brown.
Holy shit, why can't I remember the fucking pick and roll button? Holy Jesus. Am I stupid? What's the pick and roll button? Holy shit, what is the passing, post moves, post shots? Holy shit, what is it? Smart play, pick control, hold B. Oh, okay. It was B, but it didn't pop up for whatever reason.
Off Tinsley's feet.
Oh, whatever.
Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Don't worry about it. Maybe I just didn't hold it the right way.
Tinsley covering. Here's
Oh, shit. Oh, well, we kept him from getting anything.
Free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Magic lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway after a short break.
Mm.
Tune in Sunday, April 14th. Go up against the Golden State Warriors. Live from Verizon Center. Don't miss it.
Alonzo Mourning and the Warriors. It really feels cursed. Also, Jerry Stackhouse being bigger than Alonzo Mourning. That's phenomenal. That's great.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second
Wasn't Stackhouse like 5'10"?
Let's quickly check out
So you got 5'10" Stackhouse looking bigger than like 7-foot Alonzo Mourning.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is
I might have to check some of the more serious graphical mods for this game.
Jazz
Put
trail
this
by
on like a solid state drive. It'll probably work a lot better. Oh my god. Trying to open up like 4 different things on this computer has been a nightmare recently. So I couldn't have picked a day sooner to actually not a day too soon to get everything set up for this.
I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And for Utah. Hardaway, no good.
I don't know why, because I don't know if I'll play. Well, I might play it on PC, but I decided for whatever reason to just look up the like computer exploding graphic mods that Minecraft has. It really was interesting to see a lot of the Minecraft resource packs that just look like it's going to destroy your computer.
But you have to be aware of his specific capacity to knock down the corner 3. That's where he's most comfortable. That's where he's going to be. So defensively, you got to keep tabs on him.
It is interesting though how many of those high graphical packs don't actually cover all the blocks. I'm like, why don't you at least just have all the blocks? Are there that many I mean, I guess there's a lot of blocks, but I feel like you could figure it out. I didn't realize that they had a point now where you could just have partial resource packs that are super popular.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Got one of my friends ranting on Twitter again. At least it's about a video game and not about just his life sucking in general. That's always nice.
And Utah has possession. They trail by 1.
Nothing more depressing than watching a friend just kind of like
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
just openly hating their life on social media. That's why I don't really go on social media that much.
And the Jazz lead
Yeah,
by
when you say it's about politics, that's actually why I cut down my Facebook time. I think the last time I ever posted on Facebook was when I went to Japan. And then, like, a few months after that, I ended up changing my banner to, like, Karakwin Hall, like one of the pictures I took from the top of Karakwin Hall. But, like, other than that, I haven't changed my profile picture in, like, 5 years. My profile picture is still the same. Then again, I don't really look all that much different than I did 5 years ago. I'm still a pudgy nerd. But, like... It's a picture of me and Stan Lee. Stan Lee was still alive when my profile picture on Facebook was taken.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas.
But yeah, I cut my like Facebook time down to like 5 minutes a week. Because usually once I cross like the 5-minute mark, I've gone through enough people's posts where I just hate life. I'm just like, all right, everyone's just bitching about whatever, and this is just bullshit. I don't want to deal with this crap. Oh god, I forgot they have Pippen on here too. Bryant and Pippen. I can see why this and Jerry. No, not Jerry Stackhouse. That was, but I can see between Bryant and Pippen why they are one of the top teams in the league.
And he makes both free throws. Jazz trail by 3.
It is kind of freeing, though. It is. I mean, at some point, I probably should get off Twitter. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the shit that I follow on Twitter is just kind of goofy horse shit anyway. So it's more fun than anything. I don't actively try to follow people that just make me mad or will post stuff that will just upset me. But at least cutting out Facebook is good. I think I've mentioned that before, that my mom like really looks down on video games. She's one of the she's an older school person who, you know, just kind of looks at video games and wrestling. She always calls it wrestling. But yeah, she very much looks down on video games as like a time waster. And it's like, I've seen how often you post stuff on Facebook constantly.
Every possession with
You're on Facebook all the time. I don't know why video games are that much different. At least I'm not just getting mad and upset at life in general when I play video games, for the most part.
Just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the pass to Van Exel. The feed now to
Oh, why did I do that? Is that Tyrone Hill?
Resulting in the easy one down low.
and it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
What are we doing? Not a lot going here. Wow, Sharif hasn't had anything yet. I forgot Nick Van Exel's over here too. The man who nearly carried the Lakers to a title.
Rookies with the most assists here in the second half of the season. Orlando's gotten fewer
All
than
right.
half of their three-pointers to go down.
Sharif,
4 for 9.
let's give you something to do.
Abdur-Rahim.
Ah,
Guarded
yeah,
by
I was
Hill.
looking for a foul. Didn't happen.
Here's Van Exel. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
There you go.
Magic have gone 4
Come on,
7 from the
Sharif.
field in this second quarter so far.
Come on, Sharif.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. So he
He's
gets
fighting.
Exel
He's
back
fighting
up
for it.
and 2 shots
He wants the
coming up.
points.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
All right. He's not going to go into halftime empty-handed.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, he had a lot of success at the free throw line in their last game.
He really did. He didn't waste any of those chances when he got them.
Steven Jackson checked in for Scottie Pippen. Van Exel with it. 6 points for him. Back to Jackson. Backs in. Outside for Kobe.
Divorce. Yeah, I understand.
Lock at 6. Jackson misses. Orlando leading by 3. Pfizer. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Pfizer. The shot will not go. Hill with some nice D. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Why did I not? There we go.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task
Nope.
stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
There you go. All right. He's putting some points up. Ugh.
Trailed by 5. Guys, they're looking for a
I have to make sure I can get this done relatively soon, because I need to do the
back to Van
responsible thing and actually
picked off and
like make sure I go to bed at a decent time, because I'm going to be behind the wheel for a while. It's the last thing I want to. I don't think I'm going to fall asleep because I'll just drink enough. I usually get enough caffeine in the day. I can always get enough caffeine in the day to
point Magic lead.
destroy my bowels, but also keep me awake.
Quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Van Exel with it. Now guarded by Tinsley. The open shot. Kobe cans the shot with nobody near
I was
him.
gonna say, "Mama, there go that man." What?
Whatever their plan was defensively that time,
I think I did say I really need to look at how, because I've seen some of the like really high fidelity like mods, graphical mods there are. I really want to try to push this game,
Here's Van
because I think even now it only takes like what 2 gigs of memory, something like that. You never heard that? I never did hear that.
And checking out some numbers for Kobe
I
Bryant.
redid my own court for next year too. I redid every single court. That was maybe one of the more fun things in this entire deal, was making all the courts. I redid every single court for every team. I think what I'm basically left with now is the jerseys, and that is a royal pain in the ass. Mostly because the jerseys are one of the few things I don't easily have a handle on.
it up high.
maybe that'll ignite him. I mean,
Did he just... Okay, it was Kobe. I thought that was Van Exel for a second. No, Van Exel tossed it up.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
yeah, they're geeked.
All right. Well, Kobe was bound to have a highlight moment like that.
Performance for him today, but
Bill Burr
luckily
did a
for
thing
them,
making
a lot
fun
of
of
his
it.
teammates
Huh.
have come through.
And
Is it really recent Bill Burr? Because I don't think I've listened to much of really recent Bill Burr.
Offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
deflects the pass.
Ah!
And stolen by Miller.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
And the
Damn it,
dunk by
no.
Kobe.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense.
Oh my God Almighty!
Pick up the intensity.
Can I not throw the ball like an asshole?
Starts to get a little more tight and close.
I really do suck right now.
Exel dishes to Kobe.
Damn it.
Back to Van Exel. Outside Jackson.
Uh,
There to get the go-ahead bucket.
oh my God, he still passed like an asshole.
It's the Magic. They lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
All right. I mean, we're still up, so there's at least that.
By Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studio, they're at the breakout at American Airlines.
Jesus
Center.
Christ.
It's been a tight game.
Sharif
The
barely
Magic
turned it
going
up,
a
and
close one
and
against
he's
the
the
Utah Jazz.
player of the half for
It's a
us.
treat to see 2 elite teams just battling for supremacy. Penny Hardaway off to a good start. Everything's finding its way through the rim, and he's been filling it up early.
I'll have to watch it later.
But the
What's
Jazz
my
getting
phone
after
at?
it as well. They haven't
My
settled on
phone's
tough
okay.
Shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots.
Like Panda, now that Panda left for right now.
High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big time bucket buying. And now let's check out the other games still going on.
13 and 66 is quite the record for the Spurs.
Basketball going on in a tight one. And another game going on at Quicken Loans Arena. It's the Cavaliers.
Unfortunately, we're coming up to the 2002. Can you imagine if the Spurs do this bad next year and the San Antonio Spurs get LeBron?
About midway through the third out there. And that's
Judging
all
by how it's going, they might at least get Dwayne Wade.
Out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
I should try to trade at some point early next year,
And we welcome
right
you
before the
back to
season
nighttime
with the
here
Spurs.
listening downtown
They
Dallas,
look
Texas.
terrible. Isn't that?
Look at Kobe Bryant in this game. I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he
All
played
right.
very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions.
They still have Jerry Sloan? Well, Sloan, I think, was still coach at this point.
That's exactly what we're talking
Uh-oh.
about when we say
Why is it
offensive
miscolored?
Utah trailing here, taking a look at the Jazz.
Well,
We've
I
got
mean,
Van
I guess it's not
Exel. He's out
terrible.
there with Kobe.
Could be
And
worse.
Allen's out there with Hill. Back to Van Exel. Dishes it to Kobe. Down to 5 in the
Oh,
shot
oh,
clock. Pippen for 3. Big grab.
oh, God! Can I get a rebound to save my life? Thank you.
Unable to get the tying basket there. Back door
Uh,
away. 3.
damn it!
Rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin.
Okay.
You could tell he thought that triple was
Okay.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head.
All
After
right.
that miss.
There shouldn't be any need to double team Van Exel.
Away.
It's Nick Van Exel.
The Magic on the break.
There you go.
Rips down the breakaway
There you
slam.
go. That's what we're looking for.
opportunistic defense.
Break that wide open.
There.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Ugh.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
Felt something that felt like a bug or something. Still feel like it's a little too cold to be getting bugs,
Van Exel kicks to Pippen.
but I was hearing birds the other day. That's how I knew it was getting warm out again.
Got 6.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Out of bounds as
Ah.
keeps possession. Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire.
GOJ with a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man.
Fifth best, Kobe Bryant.
You know, sometimes, Kevin, the second half of the season is kind of a new beginning for a player. Some guys get more
Oh, God.
longer until it's either the
Well,
playoffs
that was a
or summer
sequence.
break, so they start sensing
That was
finish line
definitely a
and raise their
sequence.
level of play.
And we're about a minute
All
and a
right.
half here
All right,
into the
Alston.
second half.
What do you got? Not much of anything. Ah, can I not be the worst passer in the world?
Sloppy, untidy on
Can
that
I
pass.
not
Has
be
to
the
be much
worst?
sharper than that.
Just the
Clark, a
worst.
great competitive game
What's
so
up?
far.
Thanks for the host, too. I appreciate it.
Plenty of lead changes and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
Orlando trail
You know,
here.
one thing that I never notice until you really kind of look at it is in the background. When you see people walking down the steps like they're going to their seat, they never actually go down the steps. Like they never actually go to their seat. Like it's designed great because you don't have to put too much work into it to make it feel real. But like there's the dude there in the background at the bottom. He's literally just about to turn back and walk up the steps like that. And like you don't think about it until you really take a look at it and you realize that that's just that dude is walking down those steps at a brisk pace, and he slowly climbs back up the steps. And depending on how long it takes him to get there, we might catch him walk down the steps in the background again. They just got another guy in the background who does that. It is kind of brilliant because it's like you don't really think about it until you really take a look at it and you realize that, yep, there's the guy again in the background, way in the background there. And then he's going to get most of the way down, and then he's going to turn around right there and then start trudging back up the steps. It's like the Truman Show. They go around a loop, and then they go around again. Round and round all day. Oh, God, we're doing so terribly. We're actually losing now. There you go. You stream and watch me like you actually read comments. Well, I appreciate that. And then it'll probably stay that way forever because I'll never be a big streamer like Critical. Hey, there we go.
Utah has gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Why is the miscoloring not going away? I mean, I guess it's not that bad because it's not like it's completely screwing anything up. Ugh.
It goes on Horace Grant.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
The Jazz
Good God.
3 of 5 at the foul line.
Wait, is that Kukoc? It is. I saw the face and I was like, oh, they got Kukoc too.
Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
I wonder, I haven't seen him. Is Rodman still around in 2002 in this? I mean, I don't know about real life. Because obviously in real life, I think Michael Jordan left, but Michael Jordan stuck around a couple years longer than he actually did.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2
But
points.
I don't think I've seen Rodman anywhere. He might have actually retired in this game.
Kobe against Brown. Kobe passes to Jackson.
Damn it.
As they rule goaltending.
He got there late.
Reggie just looks consistently pissed off. Rodman made it to 2003. Yeah. I think Malone, I know Pippen and Malone, I think both made it there too. And Peyton. Because I think that's when a lot of those guys, a lot of those big mid-90s guys retired was like 2003.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result,
Malone was either like 2003 or 2004. Because I know Stockton was like a year before him.
make a little run here. We'll see.
I want to say it was 2002 was when Stockton retired. Because I don't think Malone would have left Stockton in Utah. Ah!
Out to Miller. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, God, that was not a good idea.
Rebound, Utah.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean,
And Reggie Miller made it to like at least 2004. I know he made it to at least 2004 because he was involved in the Malice at the Palace.
It's going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Oh, God damn it.
A little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
I want to say that was his last year,
On the
though.
wing, Kobe. He's covered by Brown. So
Really? You're going to call it after the...
it's Kobe
I was just watching a video, though, about... there's, like...
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start the
oh, my God.
Kobe
There's, like, a $450, I think, pre-built computer that has, like, a GeForce 1660 in it that does emulation really well.
now in this one.
And I'd be interested in seeing how well that does, because it's supposed to be like it's like a $450 PC.
Level, guys, and all the steals we've seen are really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court
But
tonight
like I
either.
said, I think that's my next two bases of emulation
And it wouldn't surprise me to see
are
them go back to that
getting
next trip.
PS3 in a working condition. Oh, come on, it's still A+, man.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams
And then
have been
figuring out
fantastic from
Switch.
land in the last 10. The Magic in second.
They've
Let's
been
get
really
bench
pleased,
guys
Kevin,
in
with
there.
their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Yeah, just stay there. Don't move too much. I'm trying to get this working.
Nice ball movement by Utah.
Do we just not have?
And again, number
We need some more big men. Jesus Christ.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams. on the
Even
inside.
Padgett's like,
Rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed.
you know what? Let's just do it now. Let's just get it out of the way now.
Hard on the boards.
Get some fresh guys in
now a
here.
timeout called by Orlando.
How's some of our dudes doing, by the way? Padgett's got 8 points. Kwame's got nothing. Tinsley's got nothing.
Much needed chance to
Maybe I could do something about that.
with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All three of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
I mean, Padgett's doing good. There's at least that. Oh,
That can set in during a telecast.
hey, there you go. Kwame's got his first points.
Stay hydrated all game long.
We're getting there.
Hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's
The era of Kwame is on its way.
H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade.
We're doing pretty well despite not having Tim Duncan.
Really immersed.
We'll see how well we're doing. I really thought we were going to start collapsing a bit more than we are on this weird 16 game win streak.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Backing down is Brown.
Come on, Kwame. Oh God! Oh my God! What a set right there.
The Jazz able to retain possession here.
What a series of events to have happen. How great that is that he loses the ball directly into Van Exel's hands. Holy shit. Ooh.
Bounds, the Jazz will
Nice.
retain possession.
Brown really doesn't want him to get that ball.
Left side,
Do you got Kobe? Do you got
feeds it to
Kobe?
Van Exel.
Dude, can you imagine if Kobe goes up for a shot and I can get the shot
Just 5 on the
blocked
clock.
by
Here's the dish to
Kwame?
Pippen. Kept alive. Passes it to Van Exel.
Please pass it to
Outside
Kobe.
Pippen.
I'm ready to block.
Back to Van Exel. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Van Exel's got 11 points. And
I
it's
tried.
taken time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third.
All right, I'm only down by 4
Jazz
though,
lead by
so
4.
I can keep
We'll
this
get
up.
going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Tune in this Friday night, April 12th.
Oh,
for
Steve
Miami
Nash.
Go up against the Toronto Raptors.
Is it going to be someone ridiculous?
Make sure
Allen
you
Iverson. Hey, at least it's 2 dudes of relatively the same height. They might have actually made Steve Nash bigger than Iverson. I don't think he was really more than like maybe an inch or so taller.
We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Magic trail by 4. Left side Hardaway. Stolen by Pippen.
Oh, why? Why
There was Steven Jackson.
do I have to suck so bad?
And there's Hill.
It's been a story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Read this entire thing on stream. Oh no. Are you about to send me a copy pasta? Fan theories. What? Progressive insurance commercials flows parents. Oh Lord. I'm good. I'm good.
And for the Magic, they're shooting it up around
If it was something related to, I don't know. If it was, I don't know why. I can kind of deal with the fucking Io Shirai copy pastas and stuff like that. I just can't muster up the give a fuck for progressive insurance flows family. I'd rather do more cringy wrestling fan copy pause. Oh my god, it happened again.
Looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Kobe.
No, I'm not even entertaining that. That's why I'm saying I'd be much more into the idea of like cringy fucking wrestling stuff. Maybe cringy basketball stuff.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
You're a mark for getting a house. What?
Fourth quarter still young.
You don't
Just
like
over
flow?
Van Exel
I don't
passes it.
care.
And the Jazz
I don't have progressive, and I didn't really give a shit about those commercials.
Player of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
got a piece of
Ah!
by Van Exel. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. And he takes that one out.
I'm scared to know just how many turnovers I've had.
Athlete you have to be to pull off that 360.
Remarkable.
All right.
Remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
Yeah, I like the nickname, Clark. You may be on
Wow.
that one.
Can I not lose the ball all the time?
Orlando keeps possession. Scottie
Flo can
Pippen
get it.
checked in
I think she's like 50 now.
Timeout called by Orlando.
And need
They
a
really
timeout.
cake on that makeup.
Box it out like they need to.
Like whenever Paul Rubens
A moment to
comes
check
out
in
and
for
drags
Morris
himself out to do
Morris.
Pee Wee Herman, but he's like 60 now. Just cake that makeup on. Okay. Okay. It's really biting me in the ass.
Play within ourselves and get quality shots.
I need to take a breather, I think.
Kobe.
Oh my god, how did I fuck that up?
He dishes it to Pippen.
Esurance cartoon chick. Oh god. I think I've seen like Rule 34 of her. Someone
Magic trail by 12.
posted something about it once on Twitter that was just cursed.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is
Just
specifically
cursed.
For that reason. You gotta tighten up the defense
Cursed
and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
Esurance
I know it's easier
Esurance
said than
cartoon
done,
chick.
but right now, it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
The Magic making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
I was surprised and also not surprised at the same time that someone actually did draw porn of her.
Nails the baby hook. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gets to the rim. D all over.
All right. Get up. Get. Oh my god.
The Magic shooting one of the
Mayberry
high points for them
really
this game
like
at 54%.
give me the ball. No, you suck.
And it's good.
There you go. All right.
Shot, he'll go to the free throw line.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
Don't give me some Mentos the Fresh Maker type
Outside
shit.
Hill.
What do you mean? Like commercials? I don't know.
Back to Van Exel. Outside Pippen. And Utah, another three.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
I don't remember talking shit about the commercial, by the way. I don't know what you're all upset about.
Good. Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
The Geico cavemen kind of sus.
And the Jazz.
No, I was sus about the cavemen when they actually made a shitty TV show about it.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted
I actually watched like I think one episode. It's so bad. It was so bad.
No good. 14, guarded by Pippen.
There you go.
Raheem lays it up and banks it in.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. The last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Pippen kicks to Kobe.
Next stream we watch that show. Fuck no, I will not be subjected to that awfulness.
A three, that falls.
I will not be subjected to the awfulness that was that goddamn.
Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. Hardaway kicks to Brown. He's against Hill.
Has anyone ever tried to watch the fucking you know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone try to do a react stream
Count the bucket.
to like some of the really offensive stuff.
One aspect of their
Like
play today,
I think it was in the 70s or so when they made that Hitler sitcom. I don't think I've ever seen anyone try to do a reaction to the Hitler sitcom.
The offense really clicking here.
There might be a market for that. Oh my God! Can you stop stumbling over your own feet?
Hardaway. Shot clock at 6.
There we go.
Free ball.
And that kind of
Yep,
defense
that's what it
just
is.
not-
Heil, honey, I'm home.
They have to get a hand in his face.
Stripped it away. Pushing it up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Don't ask how he found it so fast. I mean, I don't know how many people talk about it, but yeah, it's just one of those things I remember
Ball up like that. And then
as like, infamous TV shows of why the hell it happened and the fact that it didn't last very long, obviously.
He's guarded close.
I know. Shocking that a Hitler sitcom didn't last on TV very long.
Trail by 8. Here's Abdul Rahim, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
he hasn't been quite
Your
able to
reaction to
hold the
Helsing
defense in the
Abridged.
foul
I mean,
hasn't been as effective in drawing fouls here.
there's no real point at this point because I've already seen a lot of that, so it's just going to be me going, yeah, I remember that.
The first one falls.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched this like 4 years ago.
The shots.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down. And anytime you're
Ah.
you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
And so it's Utah here with the ball.
Don't compare Mein Waifu to Der Fuhrer. Oh, was that the Hitler visual novel?
You know, turnovers,
I guess it was more than just Hitler. It was like
but that's changed quite a lot.
Mussolini and like all the terrible dictators of the world. Was that the one with like all the different awful dictators of the world
Massive sequence of
as a
events
visual
there.
novel?
Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided
Mein
on
Waifu is Der Fuhrer.
And hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Dale, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam. at
I
the
wonder
other
what
end.
obscure website you'd have to go to find it. I think it was on Steam at one point, but I'm pretty sure they took it off.
1:52 left in the fourth.
No.
Number 43.
No.
The turnover
Okay,
jumper
never mind.
counted. And
It's
the
not out
Jazz
yet?
lead by
Okay.
6.
Well, I remember seeing the trailer for it quite a while ago.
You know what? That
It's not like visual novels are that, like, super complicated to make.
Fires the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Oh, it was Kicks. Maybe that's what I saw was the Kickstarter deal. Surprised that was on Kickstarter, too. Maybe it wasn't actually Kickstarter.
1:42 left in the fourth quarter.
I want to know, was it Kickstarter or Indiegogo? Because Mein Waifu is Der Fuhrer really sounds much more like Indiegogo.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Van Exel. 13 points and 8 dimes.
This sounds like something that like Kickstarter would have a problem with.
When he does,
Yeah, he's really distributed well on the offensive side, and then ball hawking defensively. He's been impressive.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Pfizer. There you go. There you go. Damn it.
And it's Hardaway again missing.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Oh, we're going to lose. I just realized how little time there is left. Damn it.
You gotta like his shot selection.
Well, you know what?
Set a good example.
It was good while it lasted.
There's the three, and the shot is good.
Do we want to try? I mean, I'll try.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Wow. Of all people. Oh, Van Exel. Yeah, he'll still make both
So
of them.
first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Shit.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Just make a long three.
So Utah will take it the other
No,
way.
we need, no, not Penny, Brown, Hoiberg,
Nice
Miller,
movement by Utah.
Kwame.
Pittman kicks to Van Exel.
It's not going to mean anything at this point. I'm just not really going to worry about it.
Good. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Boy, they're extending their
We'll
lead.
just change it out
Feels
anyway,
like
because
they're
why
just
not?
piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just
Let's
go
see if we
with it.
can't get
They are
somebody
trying to
some
run the ball.
some points. Let's get Reggie some points.
15
Let's try to
seconds
stat
left in the
pad a
fourth
little
quarter.
bit. Oh my god. All right, fuck it. Just
And so it's Utah. Getting the win. Some days
I'm very
in life,
tired.
Everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean,
Eh.
great all-around basketball game here.
I did my best. Hey, you know what? I'm not upset. I'm not invincible, and I get reminded of that once in a while. And then I need to really wow, Mayberry scored no points as I figured, because I think he just didn't quite get as much. That's all right, you know. Snow request to be traded. Smith's looking for off-season. Hang on. I'm going to put some music on in the background. Just put beats and stuff so I can look at some stuff. Let's see here. He got 2 different stories because it was 2 different days. He's like, yep. Remember how I said I wanted to be traded? Still want to be traded. He's into Utah. I mean, it's Kobe Bryant's Utah. Are we going to win out the rest of the season though? Yes. Yes. We actually somehow improved our record over last year. Look at that. All players are happy. We led the league in field goal percentage. 1 player named to the All-NBA third team. Oh, wow, that's it. Finished the season with the best division record. Wow, we really cut it close there. We were a game behind with like 4 left. Allen Iverson, the 2001-2002 NBA MVP. Tony Parker, the Rookie of the Year. The Vancouver Grizzlies, Tony Parker. There's Jason Williams as the 6th Man of the Year for the Raptors. Kevin Garnett on the Timberwolves, the Defensive Player of the Year. Stanislav Medvedenko is the Most Improved Player. Oh, God. Someone's mother drank. This poor dude has got his eyes farther apart than a field goal post. Darrell Walker, the Coach of the Year for the Raptors. I don't know what the Raptors looked like this year. They had to have been good. First team All-NBA, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Lamar Odom, Grant Hill, Shaquille O'Neal. Second team, Paul Pierce, Courtney Alexander. God damn, they're really got a 1-2 punch going on over there. Kevin Garnett, Antoine Walker, and Alonzo Mourning. And on the third team, Latrell Sprewell, Damon Jones, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Vince Carter, and Marcus Camby. All defensive first team, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett, Andre Kirilenko, and Shaquille O'Neal. Second team, Steve Francis, Allen Iverson, Lamar Odom, Dirk Nowitzki, and Sean Bradley. Stanislav look like that. Oh my god. All rookie first team, Tony Parker, Joe Johnson. I'm kind of surprised Joe Johnson didn't win. But maybe, yeah, Parker's got a little bit more going on for him, I guess. Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol didn't really have it. Jack Gilmore, Bob Willis. Gornev, Winter, Samuel Dallenberg, Timmy Phillips, Cliff Henry. All right. Well, we still got a number 2 seed in the playoffs, so wonder how far we can go before I gotta step in. Maybe not far. Maybe not far. Oh boy. That's not a good sign. So I guess that's where we end it. I've got an uphill climb in the first round. This is the power of not having Tim Duncan on our team right now. It's really hurting us bad. Anything else happening like this elsewhere? Not really. Everyone else is kind of getting along okay. We're just severely shitting the bed right now. New Orleans will probably destroy the Clippers, so there's at least that. But yeah, we're getting murdered right now. We'll see if I can do something about it. Next time, we'll have the official NBA playoffs, possibly with more graphical mods thrown onto this the next time I play this, because I'll have a new PC and I definitely want to test it out. But we'll figure all of that out later. Wow. Like I said, an uphill battle is definitely what's going on here. Damon Jones, Allen Houston, Lawrence Weatherspoon. A lot of these guys are pissed off. How are we losing so bad? We're losing to Kenyon Martin. This is what we're losing to? Good Lord. Either way, thank you guys very much. I'm going to save again just to be safe. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. I appreciate you continuing to watch. Like I said, next time I play, we got to dig ourselves out of a 3-0 deficit against the Knicks in the first round of the 2002 NBA playoffs. So thank you, and I will see you next time.